Welcome back to another episode of Al's Vintage Toy Trains. I hope you're having a great day. So here, I'm finally getting around to showing you this Lionel Outfit number 373E, cataloged in 1933. So it's been several months since I first showed you the set, and it was basically a sneak preview and one update. I finally completed everything on this set, with one exception, and that's the window inserts in the cars. Otherwise, everything else is looking and running good. So for the engine, just needed to be serviced. I mentioned that I found out that it was a reproduction frame. This engine did come in black in 1933, even though the description in the catalog showed an orange stripe. I had to replace the wheels in the front truck. The drive wheels in the rear truck were already replaced by a previous owner. And I had to rewire the headlight that you see there, and I also had to clean the housing for the headlight and the pedestal that it sits on, as that completed the circuit. So that just had to be cleaned out and redone. But otherwise, it runs well. I also had to adjust the rear wheels. They weren't quite close enough, so it was a matter of pressing the wheels a little further on the back. As the engine was having a hard time negotiating curves, it would slow down on the curves, and so that kind of fixed that problem. So the engine's running well, looking good, and this set also comes with a 384T tender. Not sure why they didn't continue the 390T, but my guess is that they had extra 390s to dispose of. So the 390 came out in 1929 and repeated in 1930 and 31, and then there was a break. And then in 1933, they came out with this one, but they added the 384T tender to it. And this one has the green stripes, which kind of matches the cars. All I had to do with this tender was basically just clean it up, but otherwise it's in excellent shape. So these are the cars. They're two-tone green. We've got the 332 Railway Mail or Baggage car. It's got the operating sliding doors, and it is illuminated. I did rewire all three of the cars and put new bulbs in them. Here we have the 339 Pullman. And again, I kept the original clear story material, but I've ordered the window inserts, a company called the Train Tender that I usually get my parts from. And so there's that one, and then the 341 Observation. And this one has two lights. The main light in the center is a clear bulb, and then in the back is a red bulb. And when it's illuminated, and I'll show you that in a bit, little red discs will kind of light up with that bulb, and just says Lionel Lines in the back. So this is the set. What we'll do is I'll show you the boxes that it came in. I'll go through the catalog, and then we'll run the set. Here we have the original set box for the set. So you can see Lionel Electric Trains. You can see outfit number 373E. It says Lionel Standard Track. And then it says manufactured and guaranteed by the Lionel Corporation. And it gives the address. Box is in fair shape. It's got tape on the corners. And here's a look at the top. But the box did its job in preserving the trains. All right, we'll go ahead and open this up and take a look inside. And now I'll show you the individual boxes and what they look like. Start with the engine box. right there shows 390E black. Here we have the 384T black tender. And it's funny, the insert actually shows 390T. And the 390E normally came with a 390T in 1929, 1930, and 31. And they didn't make the 390E, or they didn't catalog it anyway, in 1932. And then it came back in 1933 in this set. And I'm guessing they had some extra 390s and didn't have the tenders to go with it, so they made up this set. That's just my theory. And then we have the individual boxes for the cars. And here it says dark green, 339 P blue. And it's also stamped on the side. What's unique is this box is dated 1930. Again, this one says 1930. And this is the 332, which is the mail car. And then the last car, 341. So it says P blue, but above it says dark green. And then the number inside the box. So there you have the boxes for this 1933 set. Here we are taking a look at the 1933 Lionel catalog. And we'll jump right to page 23. And at the very top, you can see outfit number 373E. And its listed price at $25. So note that $25 was actually a real bargain at this time. Previous sets, and I'll show you that in the earlier catalogs right after this, were far more expensive. And so let's take a look at the description and what the set consisted of. And you can see it consisted of the 390E distant control locomotive, the 384T, the 332 baggage car, the 339 Pullman car, and the 341 observation car. Note that the observation car has two bulbs in it, one clear in the center, and it has a red bulb in the end, which helps illuminate those little red discs in the back of the car. It also came with 8 sections of curved track, 4 sections of straight track, an STC lock-on, and a number 81 controlling rheostat. And again, 1925, it was an actual bargain compared to the earlier sets that came out in 29, 1930, and 31. And looking at the depiction a little closer, you'll notice it has a orange stripe on the engine and tender. In actuality, the engine did not have any striping, and the 384T tender would come with green stripes that match the cars. And we can take a quick look at the Doyle's reference and the very last 390E. 1933, the black locomotive returned, only this time the running board edges were the same color as the rest of the boiler and frame, which meant it was all black. All right, so there's the set. There's the cars. The cars are depicted pretty much as they actually came. And next I'll touch on the other 390s in the earlier catalogs. Here we are looking at the 1929 Lionel catalog, and on page 18 it it gives a full-page description of the 390. So under details of construction, it mentions that the locomotive is 14 inches long, 5 inches high. Tender is 8 1/4 inches long, 4 1/2 inches high. Overall length is 22 1/4 inches. It mentions that the finish is a beautiful black enamel with brass and nickel trim. Headlight on the boiler front, 2 flags in position, warning bell, lanterns mounted on forward platform above cow catchers, and all located in accordance with construction of modern locomotives. So pretty unique. This actual locomotive sold for $30 even. That included the tender. If you wanted the E-unit, which is a pendulum 2-position unit, that would be $35. So that was an additional $5 if you wanted the distant control. All right, and here's the first passenger set, and it came with the 390, the 390T tender, and then the same 3 cars that are in outfit 373E. And this particular set sold for $41.75. So what that's telling me is that 373E set was really a bargain. And it's my assumption, again, that Lionel was closing out or trying to dispose of the rest of their 390Es in that outfit. And that went for $25. So in 1933, it was quite the bargain. And the only difference between this set and the 1933 set is that the engine in the 33 set had the E-unit, and the tender is different. This is the 390T tender shown in this description, and the 1933 set came with the 384T. The passenger cars are the same. So here we're looking at the 1930 catalog, and I just wanted to show you the Blue Comet set. And this is the only year that the Blue Comet set would come with a 390E. So there it is in blue with the Blue Comet set. So here's the 1931 catalog, and taking a look at the 390E. It gives the same description as before. Note that the price did drop with the 390E from $35 now down to $32.50. So if you think about it, this is 1931. You could get the 390E for $32.50. And by 1933, that outfit that we were just looking at was only $25, which also included all the cars. So the complete set for $25 in 1933 was a bargain. All right, I figured I'd show you one more set here with the 390E in it, and this is from 1931, and it is the top set. So it's a 390E with a 390T tender, and these 3 cars are brown. They're very similar to the green cars. They do have a different number designation. So the 390E, 390T, and then the cars are the 309 illuminated Pullman, the 310 illuminated mail and baggage car, and the 312 illuminated observation car. So this set went for $42.50. So again, the 1933 set was really a bargain at $25. And lastly, just wanted to show you that there's one other variation of the 390E. And this is from 1929, and these are uncatalogued. So there's 2 versions of the green 390Es. There's this one with the orange stripe, and then there's this one with the green stripe. And just wanted to show you the other variations. So we looked at the Blue Comet. We saw this one along with the black with the orange stripe, and then one that I have, which is all black. Let's go ahead and run the train. It's a good running locomotive. think it's a really classic looking steam engine that Lionel originally came out with in 1929. And in 1933, I think $25 was a really good price for this set. See, I don't have a whole lot of room on my layout for standard gauge. And for the age of the engine, it still cycles pretty good. All I have left is just to put the window inserts in the last two cars. I was very pleased to acquire this set. And this is Al. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoy what you're watching, please subscribe, click that like button, and have a great day.